back. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It has been like way too long. What are we at? 2 months since my last upload. So sorry. If you watched the last video, I think that I said we were moving. That did happen. We put our house up for sale. We sold it the same day it went up for sale, which kind of freaked us out. So we're closing in like 2 weeks on that house, and currently we are homeless. So we'll see what happens. But if you're new here, thank you for joining. I have been keeping track and trying to reply to comments and stuff. I think we've gone up almost 100 subscribers since the last video I posted, which is awesome. So thank you guys for the support. Again, I'm not giving up. It's just kind of a weird life situation right now. So bear with me, and I will continue to try to put out content that you guys enjoy. Thank you for the encouragement for the people who have just been joining us. It means a lot that people are still interested even without new content being put out. So anyways, I want to jump right into this video. I don't have a ton of time today. I'm trying to get this knocked out before I have to go to another meeting. I do want to address what everyone's wondering about, which is 2.6 reverbs. I saw the update came out a few days ago, and I had to jump on and try it. Let's cut to the chase, shall we? Because this is what you all want to know. Are the 2.6 reverbs amazing? Could they replace a BigSky if you have a BigSky? The answer is yes and no. Let me explain. Basically, my thoughts are this. If you love your BigSky, okay, and by love it I mean like you love it, then these reverbs will not replace it. They don't sound as good. They're not as musical. I'm still struggling with the wet thing, by meaning like particularly around the mix. It's really weird. It feels like these reverbs, once you get above like 32%, they start to get really wet. The mix is kind of bizarre on them, at least in my experience. Maybe something's wrong with mine. So I think there's one sound in particular that I would be interested in incorporating onto my patch. But yeah, I mean, they sound okay. I think which everybody, when I say that, everybody always pushes back and says, well, they sound the same like in a live environment. And I've always said from the get-go, I'm not arguing about can they get the job done. Yes, they can. They make it happen. It's a good sound. It's just not like my preference. So the reason why I run the BigSky is because I like the way it sounds from me. And particularly in stereo, we have stereo ears at the church I'm working at. So if you don't, I would not spend the money on a BigSky. The verbs on the Helix would do just fine. Okay, so let me quit talking. Let me grab a guitar and let's give you some sound samples. I've gone ahead and made a sound that I think I would use if I was using the reverbs on the Helix for 2.6. But first I want to give you a sound sample of my BigSky on the sound that I typically always use. This is the cloud setting. Right now I've got just the kinky boost on and a little bit of EQ, which is what I like. These are always on my board. And I do have, if you haven't seen my rig rundown, I do run a Cali 76, the big box one, on the outside of my board. And that's it. So let's hear what this sounds like. I'm just going to hit record here. really pretty sound. Now let's bypass that and let's go to the reverb on the Helix. This is the double tank, and I will include a screenshot of the settings for this right now. Okay, so that's the double tank. Here we go. Okay, so that was the double tank. Good sounding reverb, maybe not quite as magical sounding as the BigSky. Still a great sound. I want to play it in context for you because that's what everyone cares about, including me. So let's pull up the multi-tracks for Hallelujah for the Cross. It's a new song that I think a lot of you might be familiar with. So I'm just going to play the intro and then play the chorus and probably call it done there. Alright, so let's jump into that. Okay, so that's the double tank in context. Now let's look at the BigSky playing those same parts. Cool? Okay, so there you have it. Two different sound samples within the same context. I really want to leave it up to you guys to tell me what you think about it. Again, that's the double tank. There's lots of other sounds. I'd love to see y'all's response videos to this. So if you like make a video and you're like, hey, you did a like crappy job comparing the two, that's fine. Send me a link, and I'd love to hear what kind of sounds you guys come up with. Again, thank you for the support. I will try to link the Slack link again in the description. I know that's been wonky. I've had a couple people message me. One last thing, if you're trying to like friend request me on Facebook or Instagram, will you shoot me like a little message just saying you're from the channel? I've been getting some like weird friend requests lately that I don't have any context for why I would accept your friend request. And I post a lot of pictures of my family and that kind of stuff. So I just a little bit protective about that. Anyways, thank you for the support. Thank you for tuning into the Helix channel this week, and I will be back at it soon as I figure out where I'm gonna live. Peace.